guys, back again today with another video. And today's video I'm actually going to show you how to make mole. Now I'm going to show you how to make mole, but I'm also going to show you how to make my way of mole. So everybody makes a different type of mole. Check out my apron, guys. I made this. Yeah, love it. Alright guys, so let's get started. First thing is first, you are going to need whatever type of chicken you are going to use, or whatever kind of meat you want to use, but I'm actually going to use chicken. Some people like to use the drumsticks, and some people like to use the legs and thighs, and whatever chicken breast, whatever they want to use. But in my case, we're actually going to do the drumsticks. So right now, I actually have a pot of water that the water is probably filled to about right here, and I have it boiling at this moment, so I can go ahead and get everything together. Make sure you guys can see me good. All right, trying to use the light from outside, but I think it gives it too much light. There we go. Well, I guess whatever is good, right? All right, so what I'm going to do first thing is first, with mole, I like to eat mole with rice. So anytime somebody makes mole, usually majority of the time they make rice on it, rice on the side of it. So I went to go buy some rice as I had ran out of rice. So I have this here. I'm gonna make this on the side. I believe I have a video of how to make Mexican rice, but it's a very simple, and if I don't, I'll check, and then maybe the next time I'll do a how to make arroz. I think I did arroz con pollo. I'm not for sure. I'll see. But if I did make arroz con pollo, then you can definitely, I'll put the link down so that way you guys can check that out, because it's kind of basically almost the same thing. All right, so what you are going to need is, I did go to the store, and this is actually 3 pounds of chicken legs. And then I didn't think that it was enough, so I went ahead and bought another pound, which they were 99 cents a pound. This is usually the best thing that you're always gonna find cheap at the stores is chicken. Like, I don't know why, but these are 2 legs here. Not legs, chicken drumsticks, my bad. These are 2 chicken drumsticks here, and this was for $1. And then this was 3 pounds here, and this was $3.28. So I think there's probably about 6 or 7 pieces in there. I'm not for sure, but I didn't want to take the chance, and I wanted to make sure that we had enough. So you will need this, and then also you can pick up some Doña Maria mole sauce. They actually have different kinds of sauce. I actually got 2 of them. Now you can do however you want, how many, but I actually got 2 of them. Now here, if you see here, it says mole, right? Some of them say, I think, mole roja or verde, I don't know. They all have different types. You can definitely check to see which one you would like, but I just got the regular mole. You can make it as spicy as you want. That's all up to you. But what I am going to do is, I also have some chile, this kind here, cascabel, I don't know. But you will basically, we're gonna just take some of this here, and then also chile arbol, which these are chili pods, and they have seeds. If you don't take these seeds out, guys, it's gonna be hot. And I think I also have, Jose actually used these whenever he made the pozole. So you kind of see what he used and how he used them. And then also, everybody puts different ingredients in their food, but I have an onion, and then I'm only going to use like maybe part of this here, and then I have garlic, which I'm probably going to use like 3 garlic cloves. I've already washed my hands, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and cut open this chicken. And you can definitely put the chicken in there the way that it is, or you can cut off the fat, however you want to do. Everybody's different. In some foods, people don't like to cut off the fat, and they like to just leave the fat on there because they feel that it gives it more flavor. Alright guys, so I have the water boiling here. One thing that I will tell you, which is a true story, it has nothing to do with chicken, but it reminds me of this all the time. So when I was little, I was probably about 13 years old or so, and my grandfather, rest in peace to my grandfather. I love him and I miss him. My grandfather was such a great cook, out in the grill, inside, like brisket was his like a #1 top-notch thing. And it was and menudo. And it was so funny because one time he told me, you know, go and wash the menudo. So I'm like, oh, okay, Grandpa, I can go and do that. So I get the menudo, I put it in the sink, and I start putting the soap, and I keep washing the menudo. If you know menudo, it's kind of like, it's not chicken, but you have to wash it so that it's not dirty while you're boiling it. And I was just literally washing it with soap. Like, I had no idea. But anyways, when you're washing your chicken, guys, you just want to grab your chicken and just put the water, you know, rub it around. But you don't want to wash it with soap. If you do, then hey, just make sure you rinse it off good, and you might get a little bit of that soap flavor. All right, so back to the pozole. What am I making? Mole. Pozole. All right, so as you can see here, we have the water right here. It is already boiling. It's set on 6. I would say it's probably been boiling for like the past 10 to 15 minutes. You can see it's very, very, very boiling. So what you want to do is you want to go ahead and put your chicken inside here. And you want to make sure that you're putting it in there very slow. You don't want to, you know, make the water pop on you because it is hot. And you're going to boil this chicken for about 40 to 50 minutes the most. It just all depends on how fast your chicken boils because everybody's stove is different. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And then what I'm also going to do, again, this is the way I make it, so you might not make it the same. You might, but I'm going to go ahead and add some salt to this. And I also want to go ahead and give my, because this is going to come out as a chicken broth. So what I want to do is go ahead and give this, this flavor, well, this here, and kind of give it like a chicken broth type of flavor. So what I'm going to use is Knorr, which is caldo con sabor de pollo, which is basically chicken flavor. And you want to put as much as you want in here. Let's see. Okay, so I am just going to put about 2 tablespoons. Just like that. All right. You got that, and then you can definitely put your whatever, anything else you feel that you want to put in here, you can definitely do that. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to mix this water just a little bit, not too much. And I will tell you something right now. I know that this water is going to end up being too much water, but that's okay. I'm going to just keep an eye on it, and then I'm going to come and just take away some water as it needs to be taken away. So I have this. I'm going to go ahead and set my timer on my microwave. You can set your timer on your phone, however. And I'm going to put 40 minutes. But of course, I'm going to come within that 40 minutes and I'm going to check on the water. Well, the chicken. So I'm going to come within the 40 minutes or so and I'm going to check on this chicken just to make sure that the water is not overflowing. Usually, if you're like in the living room or something and you can hear it, you'll hear like the psst, and that means that water is already just overflowing. You just want to make sure that you're checking it, and you can always just keep a bowl with you, like the same bowl that I'm using here. And then you want to just get one of these here that you have to like scoop up, because you're gonna start to see that there's gonna be a lot of foam, and you're gonna want to scoop that up. But when we get there, we'll get there. So don't worry, just let this cook a little, boil a little bit. And if you made a mess anywhere in your kitchen, go ahead and start cleaning it up. By the time you're done, you're like, oh my god, it's already 40 minutes. So just keep an eye on this. You can leave it at with what it is. I'm actually going to turn it down to, no, I'm going to leave it at 6 because I'm going to be here. And I'm just going to keep an eye on it. And I'm going to tell you one thing. With the water boiling, the chicken, and with that Knorr, like you can already smell that it smells good in here. And it's like a caldo. It's like a caldo de pollo, like chicken soup. And it just has that good smell to it. So we're going to let this sit. Once my timer goes off, I'm going to come and check 28 minutes and 59 seconds left for this. So what I went ahead and did is I cut about this piece or this size here of onion, and I'm actually going to put this into the chicken that's boiling. So let me show you here. All right, so I'm going to put this into the chicken that's boiling, and then I also have 3 little pieces of garlic clove that I'm also actually going to put this in as well. Right, see all of this foam here? You don't want this in here because it's the fat, it's the dirtiness of the chicken. So what you want to do, you won't be able to get all of it at once. You'll have to just keep on doing it as you come to check the chicken. What we're going to do is we actually have 16 minutes left from the time for the chicken from boiling for 40 minutes. So what I did is I actually have this small little saucepan here, and I have water boiling, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna tear up these here, and we're gonna start to boil them so that way it can become ready while the chicken's ready. All right, so what you're gonna do is you're basically still gonna use a cutting board. Now remember, you have the Arbor chili pods. You can usually find these at any store. Sometimes it's hard that the Mexican stores, they do have them, and some places they don't. So you probably do have to be on a search for this. So what I'm going to do is I'm only going to use about 5 of these actually. I don't want to use too many. I'm actually just going to use 5, and I'm going to show you what we're going to do with them. So what you want to do is you want to just break the ends of it, just like this. And what your goal is to get all of the chile seeds from inside. So you want it to look like this where there's no seeds. Get these, the chile cascabel. And these are very hot too. So again, you only want to get as many as you want to do. This one here, I think I'm going to do about 4 of them. Alright, and the same thing on here. You just tear the ends of it, and then you just bring all of the seeds. So if you need to cut it, you can, because anyways you're going to boil these, so you can cut them just to make sure that all the seeds are gone, because you know they're not going to be. As you can see, the water here, it's going to boil, so we're going to wait until it gets a little bit more boiling, and we're going to throw this in here so that it can boil. Alright, so in the meantime that we're waiting for that to boil, I'm actually going to come and check the chicken. Now with the chicken, you're going to see here that it has some of this foam. We're going to remove that, and the chicken looks like it's cooking the way it's supposed to be cooking, so that's a good thing. And it's already going to be cooking, what did I put, 40 minutes. So if you feel that it needs a little bit longer time, you can definitely do that. Also to check to see if you need any more salt, you can just pour some of this on your hand, or you can just taste it. Yep, needs more salt. Alright, now one thing that I will tell you that I just did right now is I forgot that I was touching them seeds, and I just taste it with my finger, and it's spicy. Alright, so we have that going. Alright, so we're just waiting for this water to boil here so we can go ahead and add all of that stuff in here. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and clean up my mess and get these seeds and everything else messed. That will just boil for a bit. Once this is done, we'll come back and we'll head over to the blender so we can mix everything up with the mole. Can you see me? I have so much steam going on here. Let me turn the light this way. Alright, hopefully you can see me. But what I have going on right here is I have the chicken, and then I have the chile. So let me show you the chile, how that's boiling. So you can see that there. So that's the way that the chile is boiling. And if you were here, you would be able to smell how strong it smells spicy. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and check this since it has been boiling for a while. And I'm going to go ahead and get the nasty stuff that we don't want in here. And I need some space. So since the chicken just needs a little bit, there goes the timer. Since the chicken just needs a little bit, I'm going to just keep it here on low. And actually, I'm going to just take the lid off. So I'm going to put this here on low, and then I have the chile going. And so in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and make the rice. And when I put this, it was probably about 20 minutes or so. So you see that? I'm going to actually just let it boil for another 10 minutes. So what we have now is we have the peppers that we put into the what is it called, onto the stove. So what we're going to do is we have the blender here, hopefully you can see, and what we're going to do is we're actually going to put the peppers into the blender just like this. And you can put some garlic cloves if you want. You can put some onions if you want, whatever you want to put on there. Right? So now that you have that, you are going to need some juice. You are going to need some juice from your chicken broth, so we're going to go ahead and grab that. Alright, so I went ahead and got some juice from the chicken broth, and if you can see, I actually went and digged for the onions and the garlic cloves. Chicken broth because you still might need it, and you want to go ahead and just put your chicken on a plate or a bowl, wherever. And what we're going to do is we're going to transfer the chicken broth to the bowl that I have there. And as you can tell, this chicken's already falling apart, which is great. This on here, but what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to move the rice to the back since it's simmering, and I'm going to put this one over here. So with me putting this one over here, what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to put a little bit of oil. What I'm going to do first is close this window. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour just a little bit of oil. Heats up, I'm going to throw this in here, which is the mole sauce. And remember, you don't want to throw away the chicken broth because you might still need it. And then I'm going to go ahead and put the chicken. The thing of this is you basically just want to soak the chicken in there. That's how it is. Because the sauce is the mole sauce. And of course, anybody can just make chicken. Now, as you can see, it's not really thick. Not too thick. But if you felt that you wanted it to be a little bit thicker, you can add some more of the mole Don Maria. If you wanted it to be more, a little bit watery, then you can put some more chicken broth in it. I was able to cover all of the chicken. I'm gonna let this simmer, and while I let this simmer, I'm gonna check on my rice here in the back. Right, so here you go. You have the mole here with the chicken, and you have the rice, and you are ready to eat. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you make this in your kitchen. I hope that every video that I do that's cooking, you make in your kitchen, or anything that I do that I'm showing you how to do, I hope that you do that as well. So don't forget to subscribe. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you make this at home, and say hey. But alright guys, so thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, share this video, comment down below. Let me know what you think. If you make it a different way, if you use something different, I would definitely like to know. I'll see you soon.